Anyways.
To the pod again recently.
Yeah.
And I used to talk so much, and now I don't.
I don't know, why don't you ever talk anymore?
I have no idea.
Come on, share your opinions.
I think it's because I was really into Map at the beginning, and then I started hyperfixating on something else.
Mm-hmm.
So
upsetting.
I see. How do you?
Sorry, the gay pirates.
It's the gay pirates.
It's the gay pirates.
Pizza time.
There we go.
Perfect.
It's not pizza time, but that's the first one I saw, and I was like,
Pizza
yes.
time. Welcome back to the Vampy Wampy Campy Podcast, where we vamp and you camp. Now pitch your tent and get ready to listen. Now pitch your tent.
We haven't done that in a while.
I don't know. I feel like it's like, it's a little stock,
Yeah.
Anyways. Quick introductions. So you guys can associate a name with our voices, right?
Yeah.
I'm Steff.
I'm Sav.
I'm Shy or Shay.
Yeah, and that's the crew. That's the gang.
She's the material girl. I want Chanel 9 boots.
We're the Fang gang. That's what people call the
Fang gang?
the group in Mabav.
Yeah,
That's what they call the five.
That's such a cute thing.
Yeah, they call them the Fang gang. Now thinking about it, I gotta sneeze.
Bless you.
No.
Stop.
No.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
So much pain.
I do that every time. I don't know why I do
Every
that.
time I'm like, I need to sneeze, I say it because I'm like, I can't, I don't want
have
to talking while I sneeze.
You have to manifest your
on the
destiny.
podcast. I don't want to sneeze while I'm on the podcast.
Isn't it a good thing that I say it?
No, because it hurts. I need it expelled from my body.
Sorry.
Every single time I need to sneeze, I say it because I don't want to alarm
you
anyone.
need to exercise the demon from
Yeah,
your
and
body.
then Sav every time says "bless you" before, which causes me to somehow not sneeze.
to repress it.
I don't know what it is. It causes me to stop
You just
needing.
that saying "bless you" before you sneeze, just
Eradicates the whole.
misaligns all of Steff's chakras.
Yeah. I get
The demon gets repressed back into your body.
I get my shit gets whacked.
I think you can say your shit gets rocked.
I think that's the actual phrase.
That's what I was gonna. Yeah, that's why I thought you were gonna say it.
But
Anyways,
it fucks my shit up.
We finally watched the season 1 finale.
Season 1 finale! Season 1, episode 13, Revamped, also known as Jesse's Girl.
I like Jesse's girl better.
It's a better name change than Jilly Putty for double negative.
Still,
sure.
I don't get it.
No. I know double negative is a pretty lame title. It's pretty generic.
But Jilly Putty's
Is so much worse and confusing at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes me want to die. But I do like Jesse's Girl. It makes me think that they named the episode Revamped. I said this on the podcast before. But it seems like they named the episode Revamped, and then after the episode was put out, one of the writers was like, "Wait, guys, I had the best idea."
Whoa! I was on my way home. I was
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah, he was on the freeway, stuck in traffic, driving, and then Jesse's Girl came on, and he was like, "Oh my god!" And so now all reissues.
Oh my god.
He sent out a mass text.
Yeah. Guys, I'm mass texting right now. It's just called
that.
mass text.
Yeah,
I love that.
Called mass text.
Why didn't you get my mass text? I'm in your contacts. Do you guys know that song?
No.
What? Look up mass text right now on YouTube. Please look it up. We're stopping the podcast so we can listen to mass text.
Why didn't I get your mass text? I'm in your contacts. Why didn't I get your mass text? I'm in your contacts.
Yeah.
Why didn't I get your mass text? I'm in
We
your
have to add it to the Vamp Vamps now.
Oh, I love that video so much. People were making fun of it. It was one of those classic dumb blonde girl can't make music, but I was like, it's iconic.
It's giving the same energy as
It's like that. Let me take a selfie
Yes.
song.
Yeah, but a much better.
Yeah.
Because the Chainsmokers can choke.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyways, let's actually talk about the episode now.
Yeah.
It's been 10 minutes.
Really?
No.
Oh my god.
It's been close to 10 minutes. So, what are you guys' initial
love
opinions?
This
I
was
love
great.
this episode.
It's honestly one of the best episodes.
It didn't feel as long as it was.
It was
Sorry.
very
Yeah.
short.
Yeah, the episode ended in the first, one of the first things I said was that didn't feel like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it feels very quick, fast-paced, but
That's
it isn't paced bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's paced really well.
It's
It makes
really
sense.
well paced, yeah. Unlike
Other episodes.
other season finales of Mabav.
Oh.
Not to spill some tea.
Ooh.
This episode's one of my favorite episodes of
Yeah.
season 1. It'd probably be the only one I would really rate, like, extremely high.
Yeah.
I always thought the blood drive episode would be, like, my highest rated, but I think this one beats it out. Going through this process has really
Yeah.
changed and reworked my opinions,
Yeah.
per se.
Your chakras are realigned.
Yeah, they've been
After
realigned.
After the
Yeah.
premature bless you. There we go.
Yes, before the premature bless you. So, a quick plot synopsis. I thought this was prom. I always thought that the season 1 finale, season 1 in its entirety had gone through an entire school year.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought, because that's usually what shows like this do. It's
Yeah.
one entire school year. But
Yeah.
Sarah's studying for midterms, and then there's a school dance.
Yeah, so this
Yeah.
is
So-
just like
This
what,
is
like a
like-
fall, not fall, like a
Like a
winter
winter
formal,
dance. Yeah,
like a
the
winter
winter-
ball.
This
Yeah.
is like either the beginning of the second semester or the end of the first one. I
It
think
has
it's
to be the end of
beginning.
the
It has to be
first.
because they're doing midterms.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she has to do a makeup test, is what she said.
Because I know some midterms like are like in the middle of the semester.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, those are those midterms, but there's also midterms for like the entire year.
Oh.
So I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just an idiot.
So it has to be the
Yeah.
winter.
So like
Yeah.
midterms could be like your quarterly tests,
Yeah,
as
'cause
well
that's-
as your winter final.
That's what I was thinking.
And they did bring up the fact that Ethan is a freshman, so
Yeah.
that proves that it hasn't been like 2 years, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
It's not like so because
Yeah, they're still babies.
the movie starts off with their first day of high school as freshmen.
Yeah.
So there we go.
There we go.
That's the timeline. That's the timeline rework. And we'll talk more about the timeline once we get to the season 2 premiere because I have issues. I
Ooh.
have things that I need worked out, but
Ooh.
whatever.
Wait,
Um,
here, I'll like bring my sketchbook so we could draw out a timeline.
Yeah, I would love a good timeline drawing out for us. So Sarah is gonna flunk school.
Yeah.
So she's studying, whatever. She's really emo about this whole vampire thing. And then Jesse returns.
Yes.
Because from
In
the
last-
cliffhanger in the last
Last
episode,
they dropped the
Cubile Annie Moose.
and a hand.
And a hand came out of the dirt. And now Jesse's back, and they have to vanquish him, as they say.
Yes. Or re-vanquish.
Re-vanquish him, even.
Prepare to be euthanized.
You'd use that one this episode.
Yeah, me too. There's not a lot of Rory in this episode, I realized. He has like 2 scenes.
Yeah, he has like 2 seconds.
But the moments that he does have are
Chef's
Yes.
kiss.
beautiful. Amazing, even.
Yeah.
In the first one, he calls Benny
A
Loser.
with the L on his head.
Which was fully deserved.
Yes.
Yes,
Fully, yeah.
Yeah.
because he's not wearing a striped shirt.
He's not wearing a striped shirt.
Oh my
we'll
gosh,
get into
back
fit
to that in
review.
Fit review.
We'll get into fit review when we get into it. But,
Rory was great in the 2 scenes he had.
Yes.
yes.
Him,
And then
like,
also, yeah.
thinking
Wait.
that the dance was
Yeah.
a like Halloween costume.
I guess like a
party?
costume party. Yeah, he's like, you said we were supposed to dress up and wear suits. And it was like a space themed.
Yeah.
Rory.
Yeah. I had to burp, sorry.
He's just confused.
Yeah, he was just momentarily confused. But he's going to be the one that has all the photos in the yearbook. And he's going to be the
Yeah.
one that everyone's like, remember that weird dude that wore... Oh, wait, he's not going to show up in the yearbook.
Well,
His costume is.
his costume will.
They're
Wait.
gonna, yeah, I don't know. Actually, now that I'm thinking, because I was gonna be like, he's gonna be the one that everyone remembers. Like, remember that guy who wore a spacesuit? That guy was awesome. Whatever happened to him? You know?
So wait a second. In this thing, like if you're take a picture of a vampire, would their clothes disappear or would it just be?
We've discussed this already.
Yeah.
They shouldn't,
They
Yeah.
shouldn't, but they do.
but they do.
Like
Yeah.
when Ethan's mom was taking a picture of the 3 of them going to the dance.
Yeah.
They hid in front of. They
They-
blocked Sarah.
And
'cause they
she was
wouldn't be able to
completely
see her.
gone from the
Like
photo.
you couldn't see her.
You couldn't see her at all. But like when she was about to take the photo, Sarah looked all blurry.
Yeah.
So that I guess that proves because she was still a fledgling
Yeah.
Yeah.
at that moment. Spoiler: she's no longer a fledgling by the
Whoa.
end of the episode.
Whoa.
Craig, hopefully you watched this episode
Craig.
before listening. She so like in mirrors she like flickers in and out and she appears like really blurry. But in actual, once a photo was taken, she
Yeah.
disappears.
And
Yeah.
her clothes disappear.
Yeah.
Except
Doesn't make sense.
she disappears, except in the Doug the Vampire Hunter episode when he's caught her on
Well, because
camera.
it's supposed to be a vampire
Yeah, it's
a
camera.
very
So
specific.
it proves that there's
Yes, I
cameras
know.
out there that exist.
I was trying to make a joke.
Well, I know, but that just proves that there has to be cameras out there that can
Take pictures of
vampires. Kind of like the one that Benny has in the movie.
Yeah.
Where he's like infrared. He's like, I rigged these cameras to like be
Yeah.
able to track the paranormal or whatever. He
Yeah.
says something like that.
Or like his goggles.
Alien DNA detector goggles.
Yes.
Yeah.
I miss those goggles.
We need those goggles.
I know. I need the goggles back. They get brought up once more
Ooh.
in a later episode. I won't spoil which one for Craig, but it does get brought up.
Yeah.
I gotta get like a Craig Manning audio bite.
Yeah. I do like how in this episode, like, Benny's just like super hyper fixated on like, I'm gonna get a girl.
Yeah, I do like the opening scene. It's kind of a callback to the movie.
Yeah.
I saw it as that because I did a thing with my dad where we watched the movie together and then we watched the season 1 finale and the season 2 premiere because those are the most like plot heavy moments in the series. And I was like, yeah, that's a direct callback to the movie when they're ordering pizza and the pizza guy's late, you know.
And then
He gets yoinked.
That was my favorite part.
When the guy gets yoinked, the hand on the ankle, and then his face was expressionless. He was just like, oh. Like you would think they would add like a little like a screaming guy sound effect.
The Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, like the just some goofy, a literal goofy scream.
He just goes Baba Booey.
Baba Booey. Like you think they would have done something like that?
They just go. Hop.
Yeah, but he literally was just like. And they did like some tree rustling sounds, and his face was expressionless. And I was like, "Does he even know what's happening?"
No.
Also, they were like,
he's like, "This isn't a more Friday night."
Yeah.
Like, rent was not due that month.
Yeah, he was like, "I'm fully paid right now. I got a hot meal in my stomach. I do not need to work hard at all. Rent has been paid." That's what that extra was saying.
Yeah.
Also, I never understand in movie universes in general. Like, are they like do local pizza shops or like they know that the delivery people and the people who work there like is that like a thing? Because there's no such thing as that here where we're from. Because
what do you mean?
Because Benny was like, well, first of all in the movie he's like, hey, it's me. I want my normal pizza but supersize it. I'm next door.
I mean, I think they do.
And there has to be.
Yeah,
it has to be a thing.
Too,
like maybe there's like they call in so much.
That's what I mean. It's like they call in so often that like the workers there know who he is. Yeah. I'm like I've never experienced.
Yeah,
that,
I've never
what
experienced that. Yeah.
But
I don't order pizza that much.
Yeah, it's true. But in the episode, Benny is like, well, Ethan's like, oh, he still has this long until the pizza gets here, and Benny's like, 0 chance in that rust bucket. So it's like he knows the pizza delivery guy who has a crap car, but then the car that they put was a fucking Lexus. Like
it's like a nice car.
It was like they literally got like a brand new car. I never even noticed that until just
they just like asked
so
someone
shiny.
they just asked someone on the crew like who has the newest car here.
Yeah, literally like just get a brand new car and put it out there, and he like lightly kicks it like, oh man.
He's like,
and I'm like, dude, that thing looks beautiful. That is a brand new car.
Crisp car.
It is shiny and clean.
Yeah, it didn't even look like it literally looked like a fake car.
Yeah.
It's like a Marvel movie looking car.
Yeah, like sponsored by
Audi.
Sonic 2.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Chevy.
Yeah, literally, it looked exactly like that.
Yeah.
Except like any logos are like taken off.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, why couldn't they get like some shitty beat ass like prop?
Maybe that's like Benny's cousin or something.
Yeah, and he's like that shitty ass car, and it's actually like a beautiful Lexus.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Anyways.
Yeah, that's just something that I was.
The pizza guy is Benny's cousin.
That's why he knows him.
Yeah.
Oops, I didn't mean to click that. No.
He's just calling his cousin's personal phone.
Like... Yeah, calling his cousin. Yeah, that's why the pizza's so late. And then he gets deathed.
We just never see that man.
He gets schmurdered. Literally, because it's Jesse who yoinks him, and Jesse is known for actually killing people.
Yes.
We know that Erica, she does feed on humans, but she doesn't actually kill them.
But it's presumed that they die.
No, because in the Toilet Gator episode, there's a guy at a party, and she's just like, I'm just gonna go nibble off that guy real quick, and then they both walk out, and he's like, huh? Because in a lot of vampire stories, it's like they kind of well, that's what glam ring's supposed to be for, so they forget what even happened, so they don't know that vampires exist, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Basically, like she bites them, they pass out, and then they just kind of wake up, and they're like,
so they wouldn't.
I guess I was robbed.
I know we're making
don't know.
jokes about it, and.
We're making jokes about how her boyfriend, she turned into a vampire and then just like kind of never seen again.
That she just anyone she gets with, she just kind of
anyone she dates.
Yeah.
Kind of just she turns into a vampire and
then she just leaves them to die as a fledgling.
Yeah, like fend for yourself, you vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
and
half
she keeps
vampire.
their ashes.
And a little closet. That's our headcanon.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
but,
then she obviously has the fridge full of blood.
yeah, and then she has the
Yes.
fridge full of blood. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we've been over this.
Yes.
But she doesn't actually kill people. We
Yeah.
see for sure, and maybe that's just the censorships.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
the child show PG
in
rating.
my heart, she is actually killing him.
You have to
Yes.
show that they're. I'm sorry, I'm like groping your foot.
I know, you're like caressing it.
Sorry.
I was like,
It's like we all
I
start
like-
just like caressing each other's.
I just watched you like do that, and I was like, "What are you
Put
doing?"
my piggies away.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. But she doesn't actually kill people, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty firm in knowing that. Can I just say, I know this isn't like we should be talking about the actual episode, but this is Mabav related,
Yes.
so it's important. It's so interesting the different like feeding habits of the three like main vampires that we
Yeah.
have. I really enjoy it. So we know, at least in season 1, Sarah is like fully drinking like juice box fake blood.
Yeah.
Right.
That tastes disgusting. That makes her go on like huge binges. Like
Yeah, it
Or,
makes
like,
her like
human
rats.
food.
yeah, and also like she says that she
Well,
doesn't like going on
yeah.
eating rats. She
Yeah.
was in the beginning.
She had
Yeah.
to,
but
but
now
at
she
the
doesn't at
beginning.
all.
Now
It's
she
just the blood substitute.
And then Rory's just like a
Animals
like a
only.
vegan vampire.
Yeah, I never liked that they call them that, like in Twilight and stuff. It's just
Yeah.
like, I don't know, there has to be a better term for it. Like,
Yeah.
not feeding on humans. He only feeds on animal blood. It's like a
He's
thing.
A carnivore. No.
He only feeds on animal blood. And then Erica,
Erica.
who actively hunts people.
People and
yeah.
endangered species
Yeah.
and whatever.
Specifically pandas.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a weird joke. She's like, time to go to the zoo. It's feeding time.
Yeah.
She's like, "Are pandas still endangered?" And
And
they're all like,
everyone-
"Yes."
Yeah.
She's like,
Bummer.
she's like, "That sucks."
Erica.
My queen.
We love Erica.
We love Erica, but do better.
Yeah, can I just say my favorite quote? One of my favorite quotes from her from season 2 is "Let's talk more stock." She says,
Donks.
because she actively hunts people,
Yeah.
but she doesn't kill them. I like to make that very clear because Jesse does kill
Yes.
people. He drains people,
Yeah.
as we know, which is probably how he got so strong so quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably just like got a human or two and just
Yeah, because like the whole thing is vampires say you're not supposed to have more than a pint or 2 a day, or else you get stomach issues.
Yeah.
Which is what we know from the blood drive episode with Rory, and then also the toilet gator episode with
Yes.
Sarah.
I'm actively adding things to our Jesse like headcanon that we will get into in the movie.
Yeah, if you want to write them down, you can. Jesse has blue eyes, or like
Yes.
white eyes.
Yeah.
White gray eyes.
I
It's
think it's
giving
like-
tough.
Yeah. From like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like white. It's like this blue gray.
It's like a blue gray. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And all the other vampires, as we know, have
Yellow.
Yeah.
yellow orangey eyes.
Yeah.
And so here's my headcanon, and this is because I've seen half an episode of Teen Wolf,
Yes.
and
Go off.
I've read some stuff on it. In Teen Wolf, it's a lore. The lore is that you have, I think, blue eyes, and your eyes turn red when you kill an innocent. That's what it is.
Ah.
Your eyes turn red, so everyone knows. It's kind of like the whole pack
Yeah.
thing, right? That whole thing, right?
Uh-huh.
I was wondering if that was the same for vampires, or if they just wanted Jesse to have a very distinct look, so
Or
they gave
maybe
him
it's
the
just, like,
white
oh,
eyes.
No, because I was gonna say like maybe it's like something that has to do with like the age of a vampire.
That's what I was gonna say too. It's like it's either that
Like
or
maybe their
because
like
he's
eyes like lose pigment over time.
over time they change to like a different color. Yeah, that
Yeah.
could be a thing as well. But Sarah has white colored eyes when she's interacting with Jesse, and
I
we've
think
never seen that before.
I think it was just the lighting in
Yeah.
that moment.
It was off, and
Yeah.
they're actually supposed to be yellow.
Because
Yeah.
they were yellow later in the episode.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So why was it just in that one scene? I
Maybe a goof.
like to think that it was just
It was
an
probably
accident
just a
Yeah.
goof.
because they were already editing his eyes, and they just kind of used the same preset.
Yeah.
And we're just like, oops,
Well, it's just one scene.
accident.
Oops.
Oh well, just leave it in the episode. But yeah, usually vampires have yellow eyes.
Yeah.
Jesse has blue, gray, white eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because I just like to think over time, like, the crusty of vampires.
Yeah,
You know,
the
they're all, like, they've, like, lost, like, all pigment.
Yeah,
where
the
they
crustier
can't-
the vampire, the less pigment in their,
I like the-
color change eyes.
I like the Teen Wolf idea where it's like
When they kill an innocent.
when they kill an innocent like Jesse, or like if they kill someone all the way.
Yeah, because like
that's
that
when
would
the eyes
prove
are-
my theory that Erica isn't actually killing people when she
Yeah.
drinks blood, which is why her eyes are still yellow.
Yeah.
All their eyes are still yellow. So like if they
Yeah.
actually were to kill somebody like cold
Then-
blood who was an innocent,
Yes.
then yes, their eyes would turn blue. I like that idea.
So if
Yeah.
Ethan was a vampire, his eyes would be blue.
Yes! Oh my god! First of all, you were like, why are these 30-year-old men here?
Yeah.
No, that was me.
Well,
You,
no,
yeah.
Well, no, I feel like
It's fun, though,
Jesse's
because-
like a million years old.
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna
So it
say,
makes
is that
sense
like
why
they were
he's
like, they don't
friends.
have to be high schoolers, so we can just hire whatever dudes we want.
Ethan just
He didn't fucking stab somebody in cold ass blood.
He just didn't care. He just went.
Boom! I was like, Jesus Christ. Is this allowed?
Wow.
He didn't
Even
show any
Benny
blood.
had like hesitation. He was like,
Yeah, Benny was like,
um.
And then he threw a garlic bomb on, which is so stupid. That's my least favorite vampire lore things, that garlic like
Yeah.
harms them.
I like the
hate
thing
it.
you reblogged or you liked or reblogged on Tumblr.
What did I?
Where it was like
Reblog?
vampires just being like, I miss her.
Oh yeah, it's garlic bread. That's a funny tweet, yeah. Or werewolves being like thinking of her and it's a bar of chocolate.
Yeah.
Dude, I forgot. I never thought about that. That werewolves would have the same diet as like dogs would,
It's so funny.
and so they can't have any sugar.
Yeah.
Like no sugar at all.
Do you think they buy food from like those dog food like companies?
Stop.
my
Like
God.
those dog food that are in like refrigerators
Yeah,
and
they're
stuff.
like the raw dog food diets.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They have to eat like
They all have subscriptions of those.
they just have to eat like white rice, boiled chicken, and like carrots. And that's
Yeah,
all they can
exactly.
eat all day, every day.
Hey, Manimal!
Yeah.
Hey, man.
It fit for some reason. I had to.
Yeah.
Anyways, I want to talk about Jesse a little bit, okay?
Yeah, let's talk about Jesse.
So
Jesse's
I
bored.
absolutely love that scene with Jesse and Sarah together. It's honestly like I was joking a little bit where I was like, it could be from like a real show. It's a scene that could be in like a real TV show. Like that's like the scene with where he confronts her.
For the first time?
Yeah, he
Okay.
proposes to her.
Oh, yeah.
That's such a stock joke where it's like he proposed to me and they're like,
Yeah.
what? And it's like he had a proposal for me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, he might as well have been a proposal.
Yeah, that's why I'm okay with it because
Yeah.
it basically was like an actual like propose. Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense why everyone's like, whoa, because she's like 16, 17.
Yeah, and he technically, how old is he? Like
Ancient.
actual? No, I mean like when was he turned into a vampire? Because
Oh, I have no
if he was the owner of a cult of a church, he like was like
He had to have been,
a
like,
reverend in a church.
Mid-20s.
Then yeah, but like he
no, like,
was looking
what
young enough
year
to
was
be.
he
Oh, I have
turned?
no idea.
That's what I mean because like he's
What
young
if he
enough
was, like-
looking to be going to high school
Yeah.
and not like people be like, okay guy, okay man.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
he's also was a reverend back in his day.
Yeah.
So maybe he was a vampire way before he became a reverend.
Was it?
What? I don't know.
I don't know why. I think I'm misremembering it, but was it like the 1700s?
It was. I think it was the
Yeah.
1700s.
So
yeah.
he's fully like 400 years old.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
very old, like a vampire age-wise. But I mean,
Yeah.
like, what age is he frozen in time
Yeah.
in?
Yeah,
That's what
I
want
would
to
say
know.
like late teens, early 20s.
He would have to be like
Like
at
our
least
age.
like 19, 20. The actor is probably fully much older.
Yeah, like a whole like 27-year-old.
He was in Scott Pilgrim.
Oh,
I don't know,
really?
did you guys know that?
Wait, who did he play?
He was just the.
Wasn't he
one
one of the security
He
guards?
was just one of the security
Oh,
guards
oh,
that was
yeah.
like password.
Password.
Canada, am I right? Canadian actors.
Is Scott here?
He just left. I love that movie with my whole heart. I'm just
Yeah, we
so
love
sorry.
that. We all love Scott Pilgrim here, obviously.
Yeah.
We seem like people who like Scott Pilgrim.
Yes.
Anyways.
Yeah, it'd be a surprise if we didn't like
Yeah,
Scott.
yeah. It'd be like, oh, that's something unique. Anyways,
Okay.
so when it comes to Jesse, I just love the idea of this moment for him,
Yeah.
right? Because it's like,
He is the moment.
clearly, this is my headcanon, which I was gonna get more into when we talk about the movie, but like I can just talk about now because I
Yeah.
can just bring it up again. It's perfectly
Yeah.
fine. The idea that like Jesse, in my mind, my headcanon is that
In
you
your
know
mind palace?
when my mind palace when his flock. I don't know why a group of vampires is called a flock.
His
but
flock of seagulls.
yeah, his flock of vampires were killed.
His
And
murder
he
of
had
crows.
to, and they like
Yeah.
thought that they thought they had killed him too, but he like ran away. He like
survived.
he survived and disappeared, and then just kind of like lived life as you do as a vampire for a few decades, a few centuries.
Yeah.
Just kind of like pottering around, as they say, maybe going to high school, dating some people,
maybe.
experiencing the world. watching time move past him.
Going around the world, maybe being a doctor in one timeline.
Yeah, being a doctor with a family of children.
Maybe being an artist, maybe.
Maybe. All that, right?
Yeah.
But then in his mind, he has revenge. He has revenge on the mind the entire time.
Yes.
And he waits until a whole generation of people probably don't remember him anymore. They don't know who he is. They don't know what he looks like. He changes his name to a more modern name that's not Horace. Horace Black. He's now Jesse Black. And he goes back into town, and he's deciding to get a new flock of vampires, a new fresh flock, if you will. And take his revenge, bring his old dudes back from the dead, and, start his cult up again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring him back to his former glory.
As one does.
As one does.
But
then he meets Sarah.
Yeah.
And he actually falls in
He
love
just becomes whipped. And
with Sarah. Yes.
he's a simp.
He actually falls in love with Sarah. And
he's
so
like,
then he...
I want to be with her
Forever.
forever.
And so it's honestly a lot like Twilight, right?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
they think he's found your eternal soulmate that you want to spend the rest of your eternity with. But she doesn't want. She has her own mind.
Yeah,
she has her own free will. She's not obsessed. Her life isn't just him. It doesn't revolve around him.
She is the girl boss to his male wife, but it's just a high school fling.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Like she wasn't. This is not what she wanted for her life.
Yeah.
He probably didn't even ask her. He was like,
Yeah.
"Of course you want to spend eternity with me. I'm
Duh.
Jesse."
Yeah.
But then, so when she gets turned, she immediately
She's like, what the heck?
Yeah, she freaks out, obviously, as one would, and they're fighting a lot, and then I would say they officially break up in the movie when she, slaps him and,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
all that, right?
When it becomes domestic.
Yeah, when it becomes, actually toxic,
Yeah.
Legit toxic. I mean, they've clearly been having issues for a while because of
Yeah.
that, and then... the movie happens, whatever, we know what happens. He, starts dating Erica for a bit, which I always thought was really weird. The whole Erica,
No,
Sarah,
wait,
Jesse triangle.
It was Gord with Erica and then
Jesse
and
with
Erica.
Erica, because they, make out in the middle of high school.
Yeah. As people in high school do,
And
I
then when
guess.
Erica-
It's
literally,
weird.
don't you know those PDA
Yes.
couples?
After, that whole weird thing happens. As soon as Erica sees him, she's like, oh my gosh. She's like,
We
wow.
just completely ate face in hallway.
Yeah. And then he glamours her, so they go to the dance together to do his bidding, all that, right?
Yeah.
And then Sarah's like, "This isn't you."
Yeah, that whole part.
The power of the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Sarah
that whole
Buchanan?
moment. That whole moment. Yeah. But what was I saying specifically on that? Oh, and so then when he sees now that he's no longer vanquished, he's unvanquished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes
He's
to
revamped.
he's revamped, if you will.
To be continued.
I was like, "This is my peak. This is my peak.
My moment.
This is your magnum opus.
Yeah, this is my magnum opus."
When he goes and finds Sarah, and he's like, I still want to spend the rest of my life with you. I mean, he literally says, we made a great couple, and she's like, yeah, until you bit me.
Yeah, so
right?
I would like to have seen what they were like before he turned her, honestly.
I know, that would have been great. They probably were just a cute little high school romance.
Yeah.
He was a little bit of an edgy boy,
Yeah.
and she was like, oh my
She
gosh,
was
he's a
a
bad boy, kind of thing.
He was a skater boy, she was the Tumblr girl.
Can I
Taking
make-
on the girl world.
Can we make it any more obvious?
Yeah. No, oh god, how? No, I
He
think it
was
was
a
a
boy, she
Tumblr
was a
girl,
girl?
skater boy, trying to something with the world, stuck in Illinois.
Oh,
The
yeah.
tramp
yeah.
stamp song.
Gotta get out of this town. Tonight.
He was a skater boy. She said, "See you later, boy."
Yeah, basically, that's what she said.
Yes.
Because he's totally evil, and she realizes that he's ancient
Yeah. She's like
in the movie and stuff. He's so totally evil. What are you laughing about?
Very cursed thought.
Well, go ahead, share it with the class.
So if Sarah fully accepted that she was gonna be a vampire, would they be the Machine Gun Kelly, Megan Fox?
No, you brought this up in the first episode, and I was like, well, that's an awful date, awfully dating our episode, and now we bring it up in this finale.
Oh my gosh.
They would be, though.
We brought it full circle.
I can understand Ethan's concern, his concern with Sarah
love
possibly,
how
because
you could really see how much he cares for her this episode.
yeah, he really does. 'Cause
even
he's
though he's still Don't be
simping.
emo around me.
Yeah, he's clearly uncomfortable with, like, people,
With human emotions.
but, like, you're just like, I want to help you into a car to someone who can deal with that kind of thing. That's basically what his mindset is.
It's like, what's the phone number to your therapist?
Yeah, because Ethan, it's pretty nice that he's concerned for her.
He just doesn't know how to deal with her emotions.
Yeah, and him...
Or just any emotion.
In general, yeah, because they do joke around quite often because for that reason. We can clearly see that with Benny at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
But it's cool to see that he's concerned with her because, honestly, Jesse's bringing up some good points. He brought up some good points. I mean, he is still, like, evil or whatever.
But he had some good points.
But he was like, hey, my plan failed. What else am I gonna... I literally have nothing else to do here. The only reason why I haven't left yet is because I still want to be with you.
Yeah, like...
There's nothing left for me in this town.
Except you.
Which is pretty, yeah. And I'm so
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get copyrighted for
that's another Vamp.
Yeah, can you please add I Miss You by Blink-182?
Which one? Yeah. No, I brought up the Tramp Stamp song too many times.
No.
You have to add it. I brought it up.
We have to.
Fine.
It's part of the rules.
I don't remember which one it was.
It was the one where it's like...
Miss Your...
Wait, what's it called?
Wasn't it like another white guy or whatever?
That was a different one.
Ugh. Okay.
Where they say, just a Tumblr girl and a theater boy taking on the world, stuck in Illinois.
There's no way they actually say that in the song.
They do.
There's no way that's real.
That's actually...
No!
It's on the
I
Vamp
can't believe
Amps.
that's a real song!
Yeah.
Wait, there's two versions.
Oh, it's so
Why is
embarrassing.
there two?
Anyways.
Back to the episode.
Tumblr scum aside. They got kicked off of Tumblr.
In like
they got,
a couple hours.
Yeah, they got scared off of Tumblr.
With Bug.
With bug ass.
Yeah.
Anyways. That's like not even a joke anymore.
Yeah.
People don't even make that joke anymore.
Yeah.
That's how dated it. That's how
Yeah.
dated that moment was in
Can't
time.
believe they were at Stonewall.
Were you at Stonewall? Yes, girl. Oh God. Anyways, Jesse does bring up some good points.
Yeah.
Because it is true that they're all gonna age without her, and of course she has her friends who are also vampires. She has Erica and she has Rory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't really see Rory as her friend, I'm assuming, but they're friends.
They're friends.
They're
They're
friends.
friends.
They're all friends. Okay. She does have them too, but like, what are they gonna do? They're all just kind of like still living out the whole high school
Like,
thing.
they're still all friends with Benny and
Ethan. So it's like, what are they gonna do once they start growing up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they have to, like, she has to start thinking about that. And of course, she still has this idea that she's gonna be able to be cured, which is clearly a delusion. Literally, Jesse's like, "You're a vampire," and she's like, "No, I'm not." And I'm like, "Girl,
Yes, you are.
there's no way to." You had one chance, and you gave it to Ethan, which also proves that no matter what, she will still put Ethan's like safety over her own, which is something that's really interesting that I think we need to talk about a little bit.
Yeah.
Because clearly the relationship between the two of them is like, oh, Ethan's a nerdy boy who likes the cool like pretty girl, you know?
Yeah.
But like, she clearly does have a lot of feelings for him, considering twice now. She
She
sacrificed
saved his
her
life.
chance of becoming normal again.
Just like over
to save him.
time, being his babysitter, she's just like,
Over time becoming friends with them and like
Yeah.
bonding with him and like, you know, really like, you know, growing a bond with one another. I just think that's just a really interesting idea. It is.
I
Cradled you in my arms. Not the Clans.
Yeah, this is like, I like seeing that, you know, that they do care for each other a lot.
Yeah.
I do understand her not wanting to be with Jesse because of how toxic their relationship had become. That's like normal, but
Yeah.
also like he did bring up some good points when it came to her existence.
Yes.
Which, upsettingly, in my opinion, it's upsetting that they don't really bring that up later on in the show. It's kind of dropped immediately in the season 2 premiere. They're like, Ethan is like, "Hey, what about all that stuff you're going through? What is it?" And she's like, "Just ignore all of that. Okay, I'm fine now. Let's just move on with the plot."
That's just kind of, not, like, that's kind of reminds me of how, like, if any of you have seen My Hero Academia, how Uraraka is about her crush on Deku specifically.
yeah.
Every time she, like, starts feeling, like, feelings, she's just like, no, I'm gonna put that aside for now, and then focus on the plot.
And see, the problem with that is that in this show is that immediately they introduce like a season long like foe that really boils up into the end, right?
Ooh.
There's like an actual thing that they're fighting now that like they actually deal with throughout all of season 2.
Yeah.
Even though it's in the wings, it's in the wings, but it, comes
Even
out on
though they
stage
still,
at the
even,
end.
Even though they still have like villain of the week.
Yeah,
Monster
there's
of the
still
week.
there's still an overarching villain that they're gonna have to be dealing with.
Yeah.
But that is never resolved, and so neither is the stuff that they pushed aside to deal with that either.
Yeah.
So it's like it just kind of never gets brought up again after this episode. It's just never a thing anymore. Like her kind of story arc, because it kind of crescendoed at this point, and then never continued on after. Because all throughout season 1, we've been seeing like, okay, she's really not wanting to be a vampire. Trying to fight against it. She's been really emo about it. Very emotional. It's not something she wants for herself. But then finally, that choice is taken away from her, and she chooses to save Ethan's life and
drink human
blood, and the transformation's complete. She's a full vampire now. There's no going back after that, right?
And then she gets a whole new style in season 2, from what I remember.
Yes, she does.
Nice.
Everyone gets a whole
Which
new
is
style.
iconic of
A
her.
year goes by, I'm assuming. A year and a half, maybe half a year goes by.
It's like they're
And they
sophomore.
all look older.
Ooh.
I'll talk about the actual timeline of the show when we get there, but like all the actors look so much older.
Yeah.
That's why they don't hire actual teens to play shows.
Because they get old.
Because they start to age rapidly. If you hire like 20-somethings, they'll kind of look like that.
Yeah, just to have them make sure they look young enough.
Yeah,
not like
and
Owen
they'll
Wilson fully.
that Owen Wilson guy in the background. Because like the 20-year-old actors will relatively look the same throughout the next few years, versus kids who like change rapidly. Like Rory's the most obvious one. He becomes
he gets
a
a
man.
growth spurt and he like gets bulky.
And you're
It's
like,
crazy.
he's a vampire though, so he's supposed to look like how he did in the movie, like forever. But whatever.
Or like kind
It's
of like
what it is.
in Marvel, like with Tom Holland.
Yeah.
He looks much older than he did in Homecoming.
Yeah, he really does. Even though he was like 20
Yeah.
then, and now he's like 24.
Yeah.
He's just like got thick overnight.
Thick, and then grew out the worst haircut I've
my
ever
God.
seen.
I don't want to talk about the long hair Tom Holland. I know it's for a movie,
Yeah.
and that it's for a movie.
But girl, you're with Zendaya. Do better.
Yeah, you
Do
gotta.
better.
It's so bad.
Anyways.
Also, can we just say another thing to add to the whole thing with Ethan and Sarah is that the first time she ever drinks human blood ever is Ethan's. Isn't that like
Yeah.
crazy?
There has to be like a subtext for something.
There has to be a thing. And also, another thing I want to bring up, I'm sorry I'm talking so much in
It's
this
okay.
episode.
Go
I have
off.
a lot to say.
That's so valid.
I've been talking for 40 minutes straight, basically.
Yeah, I mean, this is the longest we've gone without going into bad joke section.
I know! Oh my gosh! Well, we did mention it a little bit, but like,
well,
not
we'll
really.
get there.
We'll get there. We'll
Well,
bring
let
that
me-
bridge when we get to it.
Let me do my little rant real quick.
Yes,
okay?
go off.
So, this show has been inspired by Twilight ever since
Yeah.
the beginning. I mean, literally, the first Twilight movie came out in 2008,
Yeah.
and in 2009, My Babysitter's a Vampire comes out, like, it was clear that, I mean, I think I've discussed, I'd have to pull up the exact quote, because, a Bav, like, fan website did an interview with the creator of the show,
Ooh.
and from what I remember, I'd have to get the exact quote, so I don't want to, like, but I'm pretty sure 2 people had written, like, a, 1-page thing that was, like, here's the pitch for the show, and then they asked the creator of the show, of the movie and the show, to come on, the showrunner, to come on and make an actual story out of it. So technically, there's 3 people who worked on the show, and it was clear that those 2 people that originally put like the pitch were like, we, to capitalize on the Twilight craze.
Yeah, like the whole vampire.
The whole vampire craze thing. So clearly, the whole reference to Twilight is pretty obvious, because they were like, yes, we're a vampire show, but we don't want to be like. We're not like Twilight.
We're not like other girls.
Yeah, that's literally what it was. We're not like other
Twilight,
shows.
But Bella doesn't go with Edward, and he's vanquished in the first few.
Yeah, I was
15
gonna
minutes.
say, did I mention that the romance was very Twilight-esque? Jesse
You might
and
have.
Sarah.
Yeah.
I might have said that in my rant.
That's what I noticed.
I
when
black
we were
out
watching.
when I do these things.
It's very like Edward and Bella.
It is where it's like where you think it's gonna be like that, but it's a twist.
Yeah.
It's a
Where
subversion.
she doesn't want to.
Because that's the biggest complaint
She
most
doesn't
people have
want to
with
have
Twilight.
his Renesmee.
That's the biggest complaint a lot of people have with Twilight, even to this day, even though it's no longer like people genuinely enjoy it still, is the fact that like as soon as Edward comes into Bella's life, it's like full on, like her brain switches to Edward mode,
Yeah.
and she doesn't think about or do anything else
She
besides.
becomes the simp.
Yeah, Yeah, she does. That's a good word for it.
But Sarah's a girl boss, and
But
she
Sarah-
doesn't simp for any.
Sarah is a girl boss, so it just doesn't go the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
And then also, this season 1 finale is a little bit similar to the ending of the first Twilight movie, if you guys remember.
Oh, yeah.
Where Bella is bitten, and Edward has to save her. And his whole thing is that he's like, I want to literally murder her at every given moment. It's taking everything in my being to not murder her. And so now he has to save her life and drink her blood
But like restrain himself.
without fully draining her. And he doesn't even, at least in the movie, I can't say for the book, but he doesn't even do it. Like, Carlisle has to be like, dude, stop, and like yanks him away from her.
Yeah. I remember in the movie Carlisle was like, Edward,
you need to stop drinking her blood, and he's like,
He does stop eventually.
he does, but I think if I remember correctly, Carlisle like does kind of yank him away.
When I get
So
me at 3 a.m. looking for cheese.
So it's a looking for shredded cheese in the bag.
It's a version of the Twilight cliche.
because it's gender swapped.
Yeah.
They've swapped the genders at this point, where Sarah is the vampire and Ethan is the one.
Twilight rewritten, rebitten even.
Whoa. Can I just say they did this?
Yeah.
They did this years before Stephanie Meyer had the idea to do the gender swapped Twilight book.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember that.
I remember that.
And in that book,
Unfortunately.
he actually, I think his name is it's like Bo, I think is his name or something, because they just like gender swap the names too.
Yeah.
Bo, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. He does get turned into a vampire, because she was like, I don't want to do anything else with this series. I'm just going to do this
she's
one
gonna
book.
End it. Yeah.
So he does get turned into a vampire. There's a lot of people who say that they really wish Ethan would have just stayed a vampire.
That would have been cool.
Imagine how cool that would have been as a plot line, as a storyline.
Yeah.
How would his seer abilities be affected by that? Like
he would be a fledgling then, and he would be dealing with the emo emotions that Sarah had.
Exactly. It would have been so good.
And then Sarah could have had her chance to be like, anyways.
Yeah, now she would see a reflection of her actions.
A reflection.
She would see her actions portrayed on somebody else, and maybe she would start to like get some perspective on it, and maybe we could develop this whole emotional plot line that's been happening.
Understanding between Ethan and Sarah.
Yes.
But the show at the end of the day must reset back to normal, even with a few changes.
Yeah.
Even with a few changes, it must all come back to the same spot, so they can continue to do that semi-serialized format. So no matter what happens, they're all going to end up in a spot where they're going to have to defeat a vampire ghost car or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Even if now Sarah's a full vampire versus being a fledgling. Like, only a few things really change in the dynamic
It's like, even if they have to deal with toilet gators.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, exactly. They still have to deal with toilet gators. Who cares about their emotions? That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting from the writers of the show.
yes.
But they did something really good with this episode, I think, when it comes to that whole arc. They've they've done build up, and then they've done payoff.
Yes.
Which is all I'm asking for in a show, okay? That's literally all I'm asking for.
Yeah.
A lot of shows can't even do that.
Yeah, we've had Sarah and her emotions just be a mess, and then finally she just has to come to terms with it. There's no going back at this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's like semi payoff. I would like to know.
My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic seasons 1 through 3 before Twilight turns into a princess.
Even before she gets the wings?
Yeah, that's when she becomes a princess.
That's where I dropped off. I stopped watching after that point. I remember seeing her with the wings, and I was like, and then I just kind of slowly stopped watching.
Yeah.
I got into cooler things like My Babysitter's a Vampire.
Oh yeah, you see, I went straight from My Little Pony to creepypasta, so you know where my trajectory in life was going.
Yeah, we all there's a split off in the timeline, and creepypasta is one of them. Kids shows in general is the other one.
Yeah.
So, anyways, you want to get into bad joke section 51 minutes later?
Let's go.
I'm so sorry, guys, for talking so much.
No, it's fine.
I literally a good 40 minutes has just been me ranting.
Valid of you.
Yeah.
It's like this is like you mentioned earlier. This one is more plot driven than any of the other ones.
There's a lot to bring up, and
So
since you're most familiar with the show, it makes sense that you're talking so much.
It makes
Thank
sense.
you. Thank you for making me feel valid. I appreciate
You're
it.
always valid, bae.
Thank you. Anyways, bad joke section. The dude be getting yoinked.
No, that was a good joke.
That was a good joke.
I think a bad joke, obviously by Benny, is just
With
Obviously
Benny with Ethan's closet.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's like, your closet's a mess. Like why would you put that in his closet? That
He
makes
was
no
like,
sense.
Ethan was like, I told you to put it where no one would find it, and then Benny was like, have you seen your closet? Girl, that's where Ethan came out of. Come on.
Yeah, literally.
Can I just say, I can't remember, someone must have said this on Tumblr. There was like, Ethan has a relatively really clean room, but an extremely messy like closet.
Yeah.
So Benny has an extremely messy room,
But
like
a really
clean
closet.
closet.
Yeah.
Because he's clearly making fun of Ethan for his dirty closet
Yeah.
because he doesn't have one. But like we've seen the photo of Benny's.
The back of his room, and it's just a
It's just
mess.
papers. They literally just got like a book and just ripped all the papers out and threw them up in the air.
Yeah, it's like the last day of school when all the kids just throw their notes and
Yeah,
homework.
that's what his bedroom looks
Yeah.
like. Honestly, that's what my bedroom looks like. I literally have random stray papers just everywhere on the floor.
That's what my bedroom looks like.
The Ashley Tisdale picture, right?
I just had a random photo of Sharpay Evans
Yeah,
on my
Sharp-
flour.
And a friend.
Yeah, I think it was Logan. He
No,
was
it
sitting.
was Antonio.
It wasn't. We were all sitting in.
Antonio? Yeah.
We were sitting in my bedroom, and there's just a piece of paper, and he was like, "Huh?" And he just flipped it over. Sharpay Evans. That was for my creepy teen movie conspiracy theory board, which
Yeah.
I will insert a photo of right now.
Okay.
It's terrifying. That was for high school. That was a project
Yeah.
I had to do in high school, and I put way too much effort into it. I literally spent days.
Yeah, as you should, honestly.
Days gluing and yarn
We
twirling.
didn't do the sound bite for the bad jokes. Hold
Who
on.
are we?
Also, I didn't play the promo. Oh
my
god!
gosh.
I got too excited. I got ahead of myself.
Hold on, I have to find it.
Bad joke section starting now.
That joke never gets a laugh.
Nice.
No, I'm thinking, like,
Mm-hmm.
if Ethan ended up becoming a fledgling and, like, becoming a vampire,
Mm-hmm.
how sad that would be for, like, Benny.
Oh.
He would be the only one who wouldn't be immortal.
Only non-immortal.
Unless he messes with, like, the dark arts and,
That's
like,
see,
becomes
that was why.
immortal
That's
himself.
That's why I said when they asked us what like supernatural creature we'd be if we were in
Yeah.
Revamped, I said spellcaster because literally if I wanted to become immortal with all my besties,
Yeah.
I could just find a way.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to eat humans like y'all, so I'll just boop, boop.
I'll literally just boop, turn my wait. We have
Wait,
that.
we got it.
We actually have it now. I could just do that.
And then like the
immortal.
the Fang gang could just be immortal.
Yeah.
Are we still in bad jokes?
Yeah, we're doing bad jokes.
It's like the entire like pizza call.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. First time we're getting free pizza your mom's paying for us. Like, why does that matter?
Yeah.
Your mom is treating us, and you're upset that you're gonna get the pizza for free.
That's
You
the
would've-
best kind of pizza.
You would have gotten it for free anyways, because you
Yeah.
wouldn't be paying for it.
Literally.
The idea is that they're paying for their pizza, but he's like glad that the pizza delivery guy's late because then they don't have to pay for it. But he's even more upset that someone else is paying for it and she doesn't have to pay for it. If she already gave you the cash, you honestly could just pocket it.
Yeah, literally.
Literally.
But also the pizza just never arrived, so that's
Yeah.
pretty sad.
Yeah.
Imagine your ordered
It got
pizza.
all
At least
over
it
the
wasn't.
sidewalk.
At
Yeah.
least it wasn't like a monetary loss.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For them, at least.
Mhm. Man, I just say.
Can I
Man.
just say?
Can I just say, man?
So honestly, the episode does balance the lighthearted and the.
Yeah.
My favorite, one of my favorite jokes, and we were talking over it, so I'll mention it. Was when Ethan finds the Cubule Animus, and he's like, "Oh no!" And then Benny's like, "It'll be fine. I haven't worn a suit since Jeremy whatever's bat mitzvah."
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, "That's funny,"
Yeah. Oh.
because he had his eyes closed and he was just
I
like,
guess
oh,
it's
yeah.
technically a fit, but I'm considering it a bad joke. Is the T-shirt with the suit
Oh,
drawn on it?
yeah."
Like Ethan genuinely considered that.
Actually
That was
bought that and
awful.
had it in his closet. That was a very 2010s thing.
Yeah.
Like the shirt with like the tuxedo. I think Woody fully wears that in Sweet Life on Deck. There's an episode where he's wearing that exact shirt.
Yeah.
I love Sweet Life on Deck. Anyways. I
Another-
want to bring up my
it's-
favorite show.
We already mentioned it, and it's not even a bad joke, but Rory calling them losers.
Yeah. Or at the end with Della. We forgot to mention that. It's
Oh,
also
Della!
that's a callback for the movie and the first episode.
Just him just like down in the fruit punch.
I know. That was really... Yeah. Because my whole thing with that... gotta do more bad jokes. Because I have another rant. I'm gonna go on.
Ooh, okay, bad jokes.
Bad jokes. The way
no, it's
Benny
just
was
like-
like, Della's over there looking this way.
I know.
I was like,
or,
you're still talking about
Rory
her?
saying, Della, you look out of this world.
Yeah. Or then whenever Jesse's like full on like choking Benny out, and he's like, I need to use the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
And then he just throws him.
He throws him. That's how Batman died in the
Yeah.
comics.
Really?
It's kind of.
Benny's more
Not really.
powerful than Batman.
Well, it was Bane, and he's like
Oh.
fucking
Yeah.
has like 10 million abs. So
He has a 10-pack.
that literally, well, that scene where he breaks Batman's back in the movie, and well, that was from the comics
Yeah.
originally. They did it in the movies where Christian Bale gets his back blown out by Bane. We didn't do that joke for the whole pod, baby.
Yes, sir. Anyway,
And then it was just like, yeah, I just went.
oh yeah,
And
he's like,
on the floor.
he's like, go then.
I
was
just
like, "Ew."
did. That's a pretty funny joke,
Ew.
though.
It reminded me of the Double Negative episode in a way, because Benny kind of fell in the same way. He's just like, ugh.
Yeah, he did the exact same thing, like with Evil Benny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So we already talked about it, but Jesse had a little. Are we done with the bad joke section?
Sure.
Sure.
If
Bad
we
joke
think-
section
there's
done.
not really many jokes. I mean, there was like
It was pretty-
lighthearted.
There was a lot of light-hearted moments to balance out the show because it didn't want to become serious overnight.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty serious episode.
I don't remember what Benny says specifically,
Mm-hmm.
but Ethan's like, Benny, and he's like, I'm just trying to lighten the mood.
Yeah. He was what's it called? I feel terrible. Sarah gave up her only chance of becoming human again to save me.
Yeah.
And Benny's like, that's worth the $8 an hour. Your mom pays her.
And that's when I was saying, $8?
I know that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. But
That's like minimum wage now. It was like not how it was
I
back
mean,
then.
here minimum wage is like $11.50.
Really?
yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought it was still 8 from like a bajillion years ago.
No.
Then yeah, no, $8 is pretty good for
Yeah.
12 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's true.
12 years ago.
I
Sorry.
mean, then again, that is when the economy crashed.
Yeah, this was like right at that time. Oh man, I had a thing. Okay.
Oh, I loved them gathering up all their weapons and stuff.
Yeah, and the references back to the movie with
Yeah.
the LED light.
Yeah.
Was it UV? It
It was
wasn't
like
UV.
UV.
It has to be because
Yeah.
there was a tanning bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
UV.
then they got like all the water balloons. It looked like.
Yeah, they were garlic bombs.
Yeah.
Which I don't like. I prefer the Nerf guns filled with holy water over.
I would prefer that they filled the balloons with holy water.
Yeah, that would have been better than like gross garlic bombs.
Yeah.
And then the
imagine how-
camera. That's a new one. The
Imagine
camera.
how bad Ethan's room smelled after that.
Oh, man.
Them making those gross. Well, we already mentioned it clearly, but I just want to like bring note. It's of note. Ethan gets Jesse is like. He gets fully turned down by Sarah. She's like,
Yeah.
I will never be with you ever again. No
Yeah.
matter how much you try, I will literally never be with you again.
Yeah,
and he's like, fine. Yeah, he
yeah.
gets fully turned down. And that's pretty harsh. She said, even if it takes 1,000 years, I'll never,
It's kind of
Or
wild.
she says like something like,
I'll never be one of you, is what she
yeah,
says.
and then the
He-
1,000 years. No, anyway.
He bites Ethan.
Yeah, it's
Was that the bite of 87?
Just
really wanted to do
it's kind of wild how like Sarah's vampirism and like how that happened is just kind of a metaphor for like abuse and like
yeah.
or like even like SA in like a relationship.
Yes, because she's like, I will never be one of you. And he's like,
Yeah.
fine. Either you become a vampire or he does. That's what he says.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
In a way, it's almost like an abused people turn to abuse other people. It's kind of that.
Yeah, yes.
Like in a way, like kind of like the whole like bully situation. How people say like bullies are usually.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
clearly hurt, and one
Yeah,
of the
there we
causes
go.
much.
Hurt people. That's what I was
He
thinking of.
was clearly hurt, and at least in my opinion, he could have just been like, I want to cause as much chaos as possible before
Yeah.
I dip.
I mean, as he should.
Yeah, He was literally just like, let me just cause some chaos for y'all and then leave.
Yeah.
And then
just move on.
T-pose out of the hole.
Yeah.
That was a bad joke.
Oh yeah, when he was like
Fully T-posed out of the hallway.
yeah, very good.
Oh, bad
Did he,
joke.
like, run
Ethan
back?
coming out of the recycling bin.
Oh, can I just say?
Oh,
I
and then Benny, after he comes out of the locker, just standing
there,
there.
just like, just like man emoji.
This is also not really related to the show, but just in general, I love like the metaphor of like vampirism with queerness as well.
Yes, and you know what? Does this show have that?
What?
I don't know if it does.
What?
Oh, I said this on Tumblr where the show has this weird balance between heteronormative stuff and the homoerotic.
Yeah.
Because
It's like the homoerotic and homophobic.
I'll put a screenshot in of someone
Yeah.
on Tumblr that said, "How come the Smells Like Trouble episode
Yeah, I saw
and
that post.
the Three Cheers for Evil
Yeah.
episodes are both like the most straight yet also gay episodes of the show?"
Yeah.
Which is true. Because it's like, we got like, because like Ethan and Benny are fully like cuddling and like
Yeah.
cross-dressing
Yeah, I mean,
in drag,
yeah.
but it's also like, we gotta get girls.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it comes with the territory. If you're gonna make something about vampires, there is gonna be a queer undertone to
Yeah,
it.
there was
Yeah.
going to be. And I think the whole saying with Serica, with
Yeah.
best friends forever kind of
Yeah.
thing.
And then
Yeah.
she fully
She
calls
calls
her
her
girlfriend, which I know is like a platonic thing.
Yeah.
I know people who call their
Friends,
girlfriends, but
but no,
no, they're
Serica
dating.
proof. Serica proof.
Serica Cannon.
I don't think I have.
They had their Catradora moment with.
Oh yeah.
They had their Catradora moment with Sarah breaking Erica out of the trance.
Yes.
Yeah, she's like, look into my eyes. Yeah.
The scene where Catra's possessed by Horde Prime.
And then Catra gets thrown over the ledge.
Yes, and like fully dies.
Yes. Fully dies, and the power of the
Anyways.
gay brings her back
Yeah,
to life.
literally. Anyways, that's
Anyways.
a animated
show.
children's show.
I forgot to put that in our fandom, did I? Oh my gosh.
I think.
Did we? You
gotta check- yeah, you can edit
I
it
might
out.
have forgotten to put Shira.
Oh,
I'm just checking, and we don't have a promo for this episode. I guess they didn't air a promo.
I really just want to write a whole dissertation on like vampires and classic monsters and queerness.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, I would be really well appreciated. Actually, I would love to see that. I had a thing to say about fucking the fight scene, the final fight scene at the end.
Good scene.
It was honestly pretty good.
I love how bad joke that staged hit to the neck.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can
oh,
totally
yeah,
tell. They're probably like, hey, we need you to pose like this, so we could just like.
Yeah, like the shot between Ethan like swinging
Yeah,
and it
and-
hitting Jesse.
You
It
could
was
tell there was a guy.
it was like very like 80s,
Yeah.
like sci-fi movie
Yeah.
vibes. And
Honestly,
I
appreciated.
And I honestly kind of like that. It's much better than it being practical, because I mean clearly they couldn't do CGI at that point.
Yeah.
Nowadays they could just
Nowadays.
fully make something CGI like that, right?
Yeah, unless you're Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
And it'll still look like garbage no matter what.
No matter what your budget.
Not us dragging Multiverse of Madness.
Literally, some of the CGI is awful.
It's bad. It's bad, y'all.
It's
No spoilers, obviously.
no spoilers.
Just know that it's bad.
It's like a
It's rough.
rough movie. It
needed like another round of rendering and like
Yeah.
checks.
Like Loki had a budget of like almost like 100 million less.
and it did not look like shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know, I didn't watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, but you saw Multiverse of Madness.
And it looked like garbage. It looked like hot garbage.
If you have opinions, let us know.
Yeah. Send
We
literally.
appreciate your mom hot takes.
Yes, give us your mom hot takes.
Yes.
And also your hot take moms. That doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. Like, cut that out. Cut that out.
Angel mommy cosplays, you know?
The face you made was just like, okay. Just confusion and disturbed. The fight scene was really good. You want to get into fit review?
Sure.
We've been recording for an hour!
I love that for us.
Ah!
This is gonna be our longest episode.
Oh my, it really is, because we have questions as well.
Just think of how long the movie episode's gonna be.
Let's get into fit review. Fit review. So first of all, I love this Benny striped shirt.
I love this shirt. This Benny striped shirt.
I love the green. I love the green, and then the thick stripes, the green and the black.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tasty.
Good shirt.
I keep forgetting which one we just designated as the cool toned one and the warm toned one.
Benny's the warm toned one, and Ethan's the cool toned one.
Ah. Yes.
Yeah. Ethan's wearing a black shirt, which we never see Ethan in like black.
He's emo, guys.
He's in emo mode. It's a black
the emo
shirt.
girl.
Yeah. What is on his shirt?
It's like red spray paint design. I don't know. I can't tell.
It's giving Into the Spider-Verse.
It's very Into the Spider-Verse. I like the Benny striped shirt. It's a green, but it's not like a cool tone green like the zombie one.
Mm-hmm.
I like it a lot.
It's brighter and warmer, and it's with a dark navy blue.
And it's an actual polo too. You can literally see the polo logo.
Yeah.
So that's like a legit.
Moving up in the world.
Yeah. I think it's a checkered design on Ethan's shirt.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's like a red checker with like a weird white like thing in the back.
Of all of the hideous shirts he's worn, this one's probably like the best.
It's like up there and like decent. It's not the best, but like
It's not the best, but it's still a good one.
it's the best for him.
Yeah.
But it's still not a good shirt.
Yeah.
I actually like him in black quite a lot.
I do.
I feel like maybe if it was more like if he had like a blue design on the black shirt.
To me, Ethan's very much like a neutrals kind of like dark tone person.
Yeah, which means like closer to cool tone colors
Yeah.
when you're like a neutral, right?
Yeah,
If I
because
remember
neutral
correctly.
is just kind of like beige.
Yeah. So
Or grays.
yeah, so he works best with like dark colors, I think. I think the
Yeah.
black shirt looks really good on him.
Like
and,
dark neutrals.
Yeah, and we only get this scene for like 2 seconds. The shirt, sadly.
Ooh, Erica.
Ah! Is this the same shirt that she's worn before? The lacy? No, it's different.
It's different.
I'm pretty sure it's another like this, probably the same like red tank top, and then like a lacy thing over
like
it.
a black lace tank top. maybe
Yeah,
over
and then
it.
she has this actually really cool gray like cropped
like
denim.
Yeah, it's like studded.
It has
like,
studs, very 2010s.
Yeah.
I actually
giving.
quite like it.
She is the moment.
I mean, this is actually a pretty good look.
I actually
considering
really like it.
the time period.
Yeah, and considering Erica in general.
Yeah.
I think it looks really good. Is it like a bleached, like washed denim that makes it gray? Is that what it is? Or is it actual gray denim?
It might be like a gray denim.
A gray denim?
Because, like, if bleached,
Oh yeah, it would look a little bit too 80s.
you know, like a bleached.
Maybe it is.
It might be bleached. It
Maybe
might
it's
just
like
be
it was a black denim that was like
It might be a very, like
washed.
whitewashed. Like,
yeah.
a light wash
What's
sheen.
yeah, light wash. That's
Yeah, I'm
the
like,
word I was looking for.
I was like, whitewash is not the term.
It's a light wash black denim, and it looks really good on her. I like it a lot. Anyways, can we talk about the absolute monstrosity that is what they're wearing to school the next day?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the worst. I'm sorry. First of all, Ethan.
Jesus.
Ethan with the disgusting bright red.
This is trying to steal Benny's thunder.
I know, it's bad. It's awful. It's honestly one of the worst ones.
Yeah, it's like so gaudy.
It's so gaudy. Thank you. Good word to describe it.
And Benny has no stripes.
yeah,
no
it's just,
striped
he just
shirt.
has like a very vague crest.
It has a vague graphic tee 2010s design faded in the corner, and it's a turquoise polo.
Oh my gosh, they're red and blue.
Red and blue gaze.
Yeah.
Except they're the wrong. They're supposed to be swapped.
Yeah.
Honestly, if they swap, no. Benny never wears graphic tees.
Yeah. I feel like his neck would be like so bare.
Yeah, if he didn't have the collar.
Without the comforting warmth of a polo collar.
Oh yeah, we literally never see. I think only once did we see Benny in an actual T-shirt, and it was like he was in his pajamas.
Yeah.
In the
He wears polos to bed.
he wears a polo pajama pants. I actually really liked. It was just a black T-shirt. I actually thought he looked really good in that. I feel like maybe it was just like a black
Casual
T-shirt.
Benny.
Yeah, casual Benny was actually something really nice to see.
It was a moment.
Can I just say this is like a true low for
It
them.
feels so naked. I don't like it. Where are the stripes?
We need stripes. Why did they decide this?
Yeah, who?
Especially for the season finale.
Who put him in this?
Yeah.
Who did this to him?
They went off so hard with that first shirt.
And then, they were not able to keep up.
Endgame and Multiverse of Madness.
Stop! the references.
Coordinated King.
Coordinated Rory again. I can't really see what his shirt has.
It's a graphic tee, probably an ugly one, but
I
it's
actually-
Rory, so it's acceptable.
Yeah, he's allowed to have them. Can I just say, I actually really like this neon blue on Rory.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
It's very like
Rory.
like royal blue.
Yeah, I would prefer more like, I think he looks great in neons,
Yeah.
which is what they really go ham on in season 2. I'm so excited, y'all. The
I just had an
fashion.
idea of something to draw.
Oh my
Scene
gosh,
Kid
really?
Rory. Because like Scene, it's just so colorful. I love Scene.
He would be a scene kid. I mean, fully look at his hair.
Yeah.
The hair from the movie with the.
Oh my gosh, he has like those like
The hair
raccoon.
from like the first episode
But
where it's
yes.
just like,
He has those like raccoon like tail.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Oh my
mhm.
gosh.
Yeah, please do that. I would appreciate it. I think I think Mabav blur,
Yeah.
as this called, needs that.
Scene Kid Rory.
Yeah, we need Scene Kid Rory. So I quite like that blue on him.
Yeah.
Can I just say that the fashion really steps up for at least for a few characters in season 2. Like I feel like this was just like put them in generically trendy clothes,
Yeah.
what most kids in high school wear these days, maybe.
Just like-
Not even, just very generic t-shirt, jeans.
Just like Ayo, go inside a Kmart.
And just
Here's
kind
your
of grab.
budget.
Yeah, just go inside a Kmart, grab some shirts, some jeans, that's it.
Yeah.
Versus season 2, which like really goes off.
Yeah.
Really goes off on the 2010s like fashion.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's talk about
This Erica outfit. She has like the same red tank top as before.
Yeah.
But a different overlay.
that's like it's like a remnant of the pajama like satin tops of the 2000s.
Yeah.
It's definitely a pajama like satin shirt, right?
Yeah.
But she has like a red tank top over it.
Because it's school and she'd be
Still not school appropriate though. She has her full shoulder out.
scandalous, actually.
Yeah, and then Sarah has that dang vest from previously with the
Has
studs
a
on
little
it.
bit- yeah, studs and dazzle on the shoulder.
I can't remember what episode that was from.
I want to say it was one of the first few.
It's like a slight V-neck shirt.
Yeah.
Also a graphic tee.
I was like, Sarah's back with the graphic tee, but she's never worn a graphic tee.
Yeah.
She's worn it like
She's giving Ethan court.
I think she's worn one once. It was like
Once?
maybe no.
Ethan needs to stop. His fashion's rubbing off on his friends.
Yeah, she's slowly adopting the graphic tees.
Yeah, but it's
And-
like a V-neck. You can see like a hint of like an undershirt.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
probably has like a cami under
Yeah.
because it's probably winter. It's supposed to be winter, and this is
Yeah.
Canada. I know it's Ontario, and it's
They're-
not like
They're used to it.
I know in Ontario it's like a more warmer area, right? It's like in the middle of Canada, right?
I think so.
I think it's supposed to be
Ish.
warmer, but it's still like it's like New York level cold. It's not
Yeah.
like full Canada level
It's
cold.
still up north.
It's
way,
still cold.
Way farther north than we will
Hey,
ever
Canadian listeners, can you please educate us on this?
Yeah, please. I fully just like do not know anything about
be.
Canada.
Like, unfortunately, I don't like even know like the province names. I know
Yeah.
there's 10 of them.
I don't
There's
know.
10?
I didn't know there was.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Look at that. Look at us. Embarrassing.
We're just stupid Americans. I'm so sorry.
I do know that the show takes place in Ontario, which is where I think it was filmed. Well, Toronto is like the main place where like cheap, low budget stuff is filmed.
Toronto and Ontario are pretty big filming locations.
Yeah, in general. So this one was filmed in Ontario. So
Wasn't
I don't.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid filmed in Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff is filmed in Canada. Like most DComs are filmed in Canada.
Because it's just cheap.
Yeah. Can we talk real briefly, and I mean like real briefly, about what Jessie is wearing?
Oh, yeah. Are you recording?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait.
I hate that Jessie was kind of making me like
Did you-
insert hair tuck image.
Are you simping
It's
for
maybe.
Jessie? A lot of people do. A lot of people in the fandom think that he's quite.
He's just a
He's just stinky, and that's why you like it.
Exactly, he's stinky, and he's just like a dying Victorian white boy.
Yeah, he's literally like a pale Victorian white boy, and that's why. And he has the quiff, the 2010s
Yeah.
quiff too.
Oh
Wow.
god.
He's wearing like a trench
His
coat.
hair's fully like.
Well, I think they're fully trying to go for that Edward Cullen vibe with like
You want to know what the vibe is for me?
poofy hair.
The vibe for me is JD from Heathers.
Mm-hmm.
You're so right.
Mm-hmm. It's the trench coat.
He's
do-
wearing
I-
black on black.
Yeah, I was gonna say
do-
he has like a black button up, black jeans,
It's
black
a-
shoes.
It's a good fit.
I actually
good
really
fit.
do like the fit. I really do like what he's wearing.
This is me in middle
As
school.
a regressed emo.
He's the only one dressed for the weather. He's
Yeah.
wearing a full coat that you're supposed to be wearing at this time of
Well,
year.
he's just always cold.
Because
He's dead.
I was
He's
gonna
a
say. Yeah, I was gonna say. Is this what he was wearing in the final in the movie?
I do not
Yes.
remember.
I would like
want to say yes.
it to be true that they got the exact same outfit for him.
Yeah.
Because that's
He
what he
just
was.
went in the grave like that. Came
Yeah.
out the grave.
If it's not the exact same, it's probably similar.
It's probably like,
He
around
has
the
like a
same
necklace
thing.
or something.
Oh, yeah, he does. He has like a necklace. Is that a trench coat or is it just a long...
Oh, Sarah has a jacket.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about Sarah's outfits. First of all, we saw the shoes.
Yeah.
I think they literally put her in the exact same shoes.
Yeah, they're like pumps, like
in every
not pumps,
episodes.
but they're like kind of wedged.
We called them booties, which is what they are, I think, because they're
Yeah.
boots that end at
They're
the
like
ankle.
pretty thick.
Yeah, they're like
heel.
ankle boots.
Yeah.
They're just called ankle boots.
Yeah, ankle boots. I like booties.
I don't know why it took me so long to remember the word ankle boots. It took me
And then
multiple
she has
episodes.
the normal, just kind of like flare.
She's wearing the exact same shirt because it's the same day.
Yeah.
So is Ethan.
Yeah.
But she has a white jacket over it.
Yeah.
I quite like the jacket. It's very 2010s again. Like this is something you would find in a thrift store now.
Yes, no, like I've probably seen that. We've probably picked
Yeah.
that jacket up.
You
in a
probably
Savers.
grabbed that jacket in a Savers before. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how you know it's very 2010s. But I actually quite like it.
Yeah.
Oh, did you want to talk about the
How dare you?
Did you want... I didn't mean to do that.
I don't want to talk about this shirt. It physically hurts me.
I'm uncomfortable with the fact that Ethan owns this t-shirt,
This
Yeah.
is the
the tux
this is
t-shirt.
This is the peak of trans masculinity.
Buying like the tuxedo
Yes.
shirt. Yeah.
I knew someone who would like wear that in like to school in the 5th grade.
Yeah, a lot of people wore that around this time.
Along with like fingerless gloves that had like the Batman logo on them.
That's a fit though. I would wear that now. That sounds awesome.
Rory, or the Roarster, our money, our dog, Roarinator, Roarmaster, or Batman.
That was Rory in elementary school. Can I just say that it's quite odd that Ethan owns a plaid like button-up shirt, like a Rory shirt. I call that a Rory shirt.
Yeah.
The plaid with the
Because
collar
Rory wears those.
and the short sleeves. Like it's quite odd that he owns one of those.
Say like his closet's messy. It's not that messy.
It's not that bad. I mean, the top, if you look, there's
Oh.
just like clothes shoved up there. Like he fully just got
Yeah,
like
I mean-
underwear falling on his face.
As one does.
Yeah. I would like it if like his visions worked the same way as like 11 in Stranger Things, where she like gets like a bloody nose trying to do like her telepathy and stuff. Like if it like physically affected him, I don't know. I feel like that'd be kind of cool.
That would
but-
be cool. But I don't know if they could just show him like
I don't know if they
getting
could-
like messed up every
Yeah,
time.
like if it like winded him or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be cool. Anyways.
It kind of does wind him actually, like in the
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah.
He just like whoosh.
Maybe like the more visions he has, like maybe he gets like a bad migraine or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the suits. Wait, I'll get to a better
I-
photo of it.
Unironically, like Benny's.
Me
I
too.
really love both of their suits. I feel
Yeah.
like it fits their characters very
Yeah.
well. I don't know what it is, but that blue like ruffly suit is
Yeah.
very popular for like.
They're like the nerdy, funny characters.
Sorry,
You're like dying.
I actually did start choking on like my spit when you guys did that. So the blue ruffly like huge bow tie like
Yeah.
tux is usually for like the goofy best friend character, which is who Benny is.
I want the ruffly shirt.
I love it so much. It's actually really great.
Yeah.
I think it's really great, and also
and then,
like,
the like what is it?
the
Lapel?
is it lapel are like really crazy. It's honestly just really great.
And
I
then
love
Ethan's
his
just
suit.
very like put together like mortician.
I actually really like Ethan's suit. I think he looks like it really compliments him a lot. His
You
suit.
know, maybe
giving.
maybe it's just because I'm trying to relate to like things in my life.
Mhm.
But I feel like Ethan would like be well suited to be in like the funeral industry.
Yeah. You know, if we were to do like a like them in the future kind of thing,
Yeah.
he could totally be like working at like a mortuary or something.
Yeah, like a Caitlin Daughtry, Ask a Mortician.
Yeah, like he like fully like does funeral services for people.
Yeah.
Like I could totally see that.
I was gonna make a joke about that, but like where he touches a body, he has a vision.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's basically just iZombie at that point. Anyways, Sarah's dress.
I like Sarah's
I
dress.
like
It's very
Sarah's
2010s,
dress.
and I think it's very cute.
like the necklace. It's a statement necklace.
And
We're
it's
starting to see
very
them.
plasticky looking. It's
Yeah.
like those plastic gems. I love it so much.
Yeah.
And it's belted because most dresses for teens need a belt, right?
It's sleeveless.
It's
But
sleeveless.
There's like a weird little like ruffle.
There's
in
like
the front.
it's a ruffly top, and it has like that lace trim, and it's
Yeah.
green and
Purple.
purple, and it's like kind of like a satiny kind of fabric.
Giving Joker.
It is giving Joker. It actually is quite cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it looks great on her too. And you know, it's clearly something like very like her hair isn't too crazy.
Yeah.
It's clearly something very casual, like she's wearing a casual like dress up thing. Do you want to talk about Rory's like spacesuit?
10 out of 10.
I love it. I said it earlier.
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
Bad joke. When the mom's like, "Don't go drinking too much of that red stuff," and they're like, "What?" She's like, "Punch."
Oh my gosh.
Do they not
yeah.
drink punch at high school dances
like
anymore?
red stuff? Like
They
how?
look stressed.
They were like freaked out by that. Yeah. Oh god. Okay.
Does it count as a bad joke where we talk about Ethan getting absolutely thrown into
across
that classroom?
Yeah.
Dude, he got thrown. That was like that stump double had.
He should have been like, "My arthritis." Spoilers for season 2, I guess.
Yeah, like he fully like got thrown onto the desks
And then
like
fell onto the floor.
yeah, it was bad. And then he like immediately got up and like
Yeah.
I was
If
like,
that were
dude,
me, I'd stay there for a good
all my
10
I would have
minutes.
bruises all over me. My bones would be hurting.
Yeah, it's like I would have to like take a minute, just be like, wait.
Maybe it was just adrenaline, but
yeah.
still.
Oh yeah, probably.
But still.
Okay, but Erica's dress fits her. Shy? Yes.
Yeah.
You.
Other one.
That one.
Peter 3. Anyways, I don't know.
Wait, which Peter are we?
Oh my gosh.
What's our government assigned Peter?
I don't know.
I feel like Steff is totally Maguire Peter.
Yeah, I like
Peter
that.
too.
It's literally my photo icon on my
Yeah.
YouTube channel. I should really change that.
No.
Maybe when you guys actually finish the fan art, I can put
yeah.
I can put the art as my banner and stuff. We were talking about
Erica's dress.
Erica's dress. I think it's very Erica, you know.
The colors
cute.
are very Erica.
It has a cool. It's strapless and
yeah,
it
it's like
has.
ruffly kind of.
It's ruffly. It's a ruffly like. Would you call it a cocktail like
Yeah.
cut dress?
Because the ruffles aren't that defined, you could see where they end.
It's like a slim fitting dress. I don't know. We don't know anything about like proper terms for clothing. So, but we still talk about fashion with our whole ass.
As we should.
She has like a bracelet on. She doesn't have any statement necklaces, which is
Does she have
very...
earrings? Does she always wear earrings?
Yeah, she has
Yeah,
earrings.
okay.
I don't know if she always wears them though. But like it's just the top part of the dress has like a pretty interesting neckline. It's quite cute. It's like these little like step.
Yeah.
It's like you know, it's cute.
Yeah, you know.
It's given Minecraft.
Yeah, it's giving Minecraft. It's very simple, but like I understand them going simple for like this dance, you know.
Okay, a cocktail dress is just.
Is it shorter?
No, it's just in general a dress suitable for semi-formal
So then, yeah.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could call it that because usually a cocktail dress is
That's basically what they're all wearing.
yeah. But like usually a cocktail dress is usually a little bit shorter, like right at the fingertips.
Yeah.
Is usually where it lays, but hers is longer. I think it goes to the knee or past the knee. I can't tell.
Yeah, I mean.
But it really accentuates her because she does have, from what I understand.
I mean, this is like stuff that's coming up.
Yeah. So yeah, like that. But it's not. It doesn't ruffle out at the bottom. It like it stays flush.
Yeah, that was
Pencil
just,
skirt.
Yeah, pencil skirt's the one that's like.
It's pencil skirt-esque.
Yeah, it's giving pencil skirt.
Yeah, it's giving pencil skirt.
Yeah, then like something I noticed, like the short dresses were like super popular back then.
Yeah. A lot of short dresses. That was kind of the thing. The princess style kind of dresses were very not in the 2010s. It was a lot more like simple, like form-fitting, plain.
Tweed.
And that's what they're giving.
Tumblr tweed.
It's very twee. You're right. And I think the dresses look really great. Honestly, Sarah's very much fits like that. What is it called? Like that style on TikTok that people do, where it's like grunge fairy or whatever they call it.
Like, I was gonna say like almost like goblin or like cryptid.
Yeah, because it's
like witchy kind of.
Because it's like it's very muted tones, but it's also
like
very girly.
core.
Yes, that's why I said like because I think I've heard like grunge fairy be a term.
Yeah, grunge.
Because it's like very muted, like earthy tones.
Yeah, it's very like the colors are like grungy.
But it's very girly.
Yeah.
The actual cut. So that's what her dress is.
Yeah, it's actually giving kind of Tinkerbell.
Yeah, like this fashion, this kind of look will
Manny
probably
Pixie Dream Girl. Sorry.
we're gonna see this dress be a thing. I'm gonna see this on
Like I'm gonna
TikTok.
open up TikTok and someone's gonna be wearing that dress.
Yeah,
To get
fully.
the mail.
That exact look. Yeah, exactly. Like gonna go grocery shopping. This is how I'm dressed. Yeah. Is that it for fit review?
I think so.
I think so.
Yay.
Yeah.
Fit review. Oh, and also Sarah has a jacket at the end, and I think it's the same jacket she's in season 2. I see a purple leather jacket, and I'm like, the one Erica wore in season 2.
It's the one.
Anyways.
Erica?
Yeah, because it gets chewed up by
It's in the Toilet Gator episode.
Yeah, because the gator eats it up.
Yeah.
It's a little. I don't think it's this. It's in a different lighting, so I don't know if it's the same one or not.
In your heart, it's the same one.
Yeah, they were like, well, we already had this, so let's just rip it up. Who cares?
Yeah.
Anyways,
We've got our use out of it.
are we gonna do final thoughts? Do you guys have anything else to say before final thoughts, or do you just have final thoughts?
Brain empty.
So I like this episode. It was really quickly paced, but I like that. It didn't. Okay, the thing is, I want to say it didn't feel like a season finale, but it also really did because it ends off like this arc so well with Jesse coming back and being like, oh my gosh, and then he like T-poses into the night.
Yeah.
But I feel like it comes to a really good conclusion because Sarah comes to terms with her feelings about her immortality and her mortality in general.
Yes.
And so she becomes a vampire after saving Ethan. And then Sarah's like, not Sarah, Erica, Sarah, and Rory are all like, we're all in this together,
The
baby.
little final moment of them is actually really sweet. The very end of the episode.
Like, even though like Ethan and Benny, might move on.
Yeah, the three of them are together.
We have each other.
Yeah, it's honestly very cute.
Yeah. Overall, I like this episode a lot. And I can't wait for season 2.
Me too. Oh my god.
It is one of the more plot-driven episodes, which I also like. It did have its character moments, but it wasn't too plot-y, I guess. It had a lot of plot.
It was a good balance
Yeah.
between like what we know from the show and
From the movie.
yeah. Yes.
So it had a good balance.
Yes.
So I'm gonna give this one. I don't remember what rating I gave the Doug the Vampire Hunter episode.
Gave
But-
that like a full 5 out of 5.
No, it was like you think you said 4.
I think I said 4.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give this one a 5 probably. Because Chef's Kiss.
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. Cubulate Animus falling out of Ethan's closet.
Perfect. This is one of my favorite episodes of the show, if not my favorite. I would probably rank it above the Blood Drive episode at this point because it's so good. It's so good. It's just so good. The scene with Jesse and Sarah is honestly like very well acted. I think it like genuinely like is pretty good. They're two pretty good actors, and I think it works really well. Like their relationship with each other, it feels like they've had this relationship even though we haven't seen it. Like they're able to show history with one another. And maybe I'm reading too much into it and I'm adding more than there actually is there. But
That's fandom, baby.
That's what I feel. And honestly, if the show never got a season 2, this would be a pretty satisfying conclusion. I mean, of course you want to see more, obviously, because it's so good. But like honestly, if that was the finale, then you would be pretty satisfied. It's a pretty satisfying conclusion, Yeah. If you honestly were just like, I only want to watch the movie in one season, and that's where I cut off, then like that's fine. It works really well.
It's a good cutoff.
It's a good point to stop. There's only a very good shows I feel like have a point where like you don't have to watch the full thing. You could stop at a certain season and be pretty like satisfied.
Yeah.
Like Gilmore Girls is a good example. And the season 4 finale honestly works pretty well as like a series finale if you want it to be.
Voltron is another good example. If we ignore the last 2 seasons.
Yeah. See, like you could. Yeah. Did you disagree?
That was kind of a joke. I'm sorry.
Even though I don't like the last 2 seasons, I don't know. I have to rewatch the show.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I don't know if I want to give it a 5 out of 5 because I've lowered my rating of the Blood Drive episode to a 4 out of 5. So this would be like a 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 garlic bombs.
Nice.
So I love this episode. I think it was so good at like tying back into the movie and some of the stuff they've built up, like Sarah's emotions and whatever. But also we get to kind of see more of like how vampirism works in this world and how like even though it might be a little different, it's still kind of, I don't know, just like I'm still stuck on just like the vampirism queerness kind of thing. But yeah, it was a good build up, this whole season, and it really did pay off. Like Steff said, you could just stop here and just be pretty satisfied. And for that, I think I'm gonna give this episode like a 4.5, if not a 5 out of 5. 5 Pizza Man ankles out of 5.
Not the Pizza Man ankles.
I hope the recording got that.
Picked up on me defiling my pans and
Yeah.
pots.
Okay, I finished.
Okay, great. Yay! Okay, we're gonna answer a few questions. Woo!
If you could meet the cast...
You have to say it from
God. Okay, this one's from...
Right.
Jeez!
Sorry,
You're
I'm not
thin ice,
I'm
mister.
not used to this. Anyway, this one's from Mystic Moon Dancer. If you could meet the cast or be on set behind the scenes somewhere, how would you react? A, freaking out and totally going all fangirl on everybody, or B, playing it cool and acting all professional-like, but still totally freaking out on the inside, though.
I would like to think that I would be professional. I'd be like, oh my gosh, hi Atticus Mitchell. I loved you in the Hardy Boys and Radio Rebel.
Yeah, I loved your performance in Radio Rebel.
Yeah, you were really great. I think you had you have an amazing voice. If you did actually sing We So Fly.
Fly!
But knowing me, as soon as if I saw him in real life, I would my nose would start bleeding and I'd fall over and I'd pass out and I would see him and immediately I'd just start bawling my eyes I'd get extremely blubbery, but I like to think I'd be professional.
Yeah, no, that's how I am. It's I'd like to think I'd be kind of professional and put together, but knowing me, I just the moment I see one of them in real life, I would have a panic attack in the corner.
I see Vanessa Morgan and I crumble into a pile of dust.
Exactly. I evaporate like the vampires. Ethan, Benny kills.
Yeah, I would literally just become mist because of her extreme beauty. I just
Yeah. Same with Kate Todd.
Oh, same. For me, I know I'd already be freaking out, but specifically, we went to Disneyland last summer, and when I saw the fake Captain America and the Avengers, was it? The Avengers...
Yeah, the Avengers Campus.
Avengers Campus, there we go. I was like, oh my god, it's Captain America!
And it wasn't even actually
It wasn't even him. It wasn't even actually him, but I was so oh my god.
Or at the freaking Poppy concert.
Oh,
you
yeah.
and Logan going about Miss Neon.
About Orville Peck, too.
Yeah. But no, we actually met Ms. Neon.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You guys met her?
Yeah.
And Logan and Sav were
how did you guys meet her? I didn't know that.
She was selling her merch.
Yeah, because you know how the smaller artists usually have their own merch table?
Yeah. She was just there selling her own merch?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. We were the first ones there, actually.
Yeah.
We,
That was
we immediately booked it to her table, and I was too nervous to talk to her, because Logan made me go first.
That was when I...
Y'all made me go first.
Oh, yeah.
That was
before him.
That was it was when I met the lead singer of Beach Bunny, because I saw her live at Remo Drive when they performed, and she just went into the crowd during their performance. It was I want to watch it too. Yeah, and so she was just there in the crowd, and I didn't say anything to her because 5 people walked up to her and were like, "Hi, I love your stuff." And I was like, you know what? I didn't know who she was before that, so I was like, they probably knew her already, so I'm just gonna let that happen, and I'm just gonna. But she stood in front of me, literally right in front of me. Because she was 4'10". She just stood in front of me the entire time, and I was just yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, no, I panicked too whenever I saw Ms. Neon.
You're a celebrity, and I love you.
Literally.
I love your music. Literally, that's what happened.
Literally, I was just oh my god, I love your outfit. Because, to be honest, her stage outfit was so cool.
It was amazing.
Very great. That's great.
It was giving.
I thought you guys met Poppy, and I was
I would have
wish.
evaporated.
I would have actually turned to dust.
Because I've seen Poppy before. I'd seen her live already.
Yeah.
Didn't go to that one, but that's fine.
That's fine.
I gotta get the other questions now. Question done! Yay!
Yeah. Okay, so another question. Anonymous asked, do you have any favorite Ethan, Sarah, Erica, and Rory outfits?
My favorite Rory outfit? Probably, if I'm really thinking about it, in the movie. I can say in the movie. He has this red and black ginormous zip up, and I want it so bad. It honestly looks really cool. If I can find a photo of it, I'll put it in. It looks great. Because clearly he and Erica are both wearing red and black to be look at the vampires in that shot. But I just love that jacket so much. It's oversized to perfection. Also, that extremely 2010s cat face T-shirt with the lasers coming out of its eyes and the galaxy background. Yeah. I think that's in the season 2 premiere. peak Rory.
Ooh, I know my favorite Sarah outfit. The one in not this episode, the one before it. 3 Geeks and a Demon.
Yes.
Her outfit in
Oh,
that
yeah. The
episode.
demon outfit?
Yeah.
We forgot to mention, because we were doing it off of memory, she had like a full-on like waist belt and like...
Honestly, I love that outfit
It
as
looked
well.
So good. Oh, sorry.
And then in general, I love most of Erica's outfits.
Yeah.
Ethan's sorry, I keep interrupting you.
Oh, I'm interrupting you. I'm sorry.
Ethan,
myself.
like Ethan, I love him. He's one of my favorite characters, but he is a fashion nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
I know, what was, who was it? Was it Nightshade Owl, so Max?
Yeah.
Was like, everyone likes to think that Ethan would be like dark academia, but
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's my personal.
full 2010s nerdcore.
Wasn't it Nightshade Owl and Fox Sarah on Tumblr going back and forth?
Yes, they were like fighting with each other.
Not fighting, but they were like
Commentating with each other.
Yeah.
Yes. Shout out to those two.
They were
Kingsley
disgusting.
and Max, right?
Yeah.
Kingsley and Max.
Shout out to
I
them.
didn't
you
see
guys.
that conversation.
It's really funny. Sarah, I love that disgusting white puffer jacket that she's wearing with the purple shirt. Good stuff. Erica, the freaking... I actually really like her outfit in this episode.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay.
The short denim
Okay.
jacket that way.
Okay, so for
Okay.
me,
Into
my
the
favorite
kitchen.
Rory outfit...
Kitchen. Opposite.
My favorite Rory outfit is probably the one... I forget if it's the pilot. I think it is the pilot, but where he's wearing an orange plaid button-up and then the orange shirt underneath it. It's where we first saw his coordinated outfits for the first time, and I really like that. For Erica, most of her outfits are really good. I'm gonna have to say either this one from this episode, her dress, or the one from the wrestling episode. I don't remember specifically what she's wearing, but it's pretty good. For Sarah, it's probably the one from the blood drive. Do you remember what Sarah was wearing in the blood drive episode?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Sorry. My bad.
It's fine. Hey, do you remember what Sarah was wearing in the blood drive episode?
Sarah?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
I guess a pink shirt.
No, was it? No, it was. Do you remember it was the episode we did with Logan. That was the blood drive, right?
It was hideous, and you're like the one that like.
Yes, I was the one.
Yes, it was the gray shirt with like the black vest that she wore in this episode.
Monochromatic.
It was the monochromatic fit. That one's a good Sarah fit.
That's a good one.
Who else does it ask for?
It's just like anyone except for Benny, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I already said.
Can I just say one more Sarah outfit that I love? Is the in the Blue Moon episode with the white vest that she has.
Oh, yeah.
The white vest with the purple shirt. I like that. I like her in purple.
You said that already.
No, I said the white puffer jacket.
Oh,
from
that's the same
episode
thing.
3.
Oh.
They're completely. One's a vest. and
I
one's
said
a
Sarah. I said Erica's outfit from episode 3.
Wow.
Look at us.
Okay.
Wait, is that the wrestling episode?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, final question from Anonymous is, do you have any favorite lines or quotes from My Babysitter's the Vampire?
You turn one goldfish inside out, and all of a sudden you're Lord Voldemort.
Mine is
From Benny.
Yes, mine is also from Benny. It's the Doug the Vampire episode. It's everything I ever believed in was a wig.
Oh god. I don't remember any of the lines.
Oh, can I say one more from season 2? It's Ethan says, be careful or you don't want someone getting a hot dog in the eye. And then he immediately gets a hot dog launched into his eye.
Oh, for Ethan, it's from the werewolf episode with Craig Manning. It's where he's like, what, they don't let bloodsuckers on the soccer team or something?
Yeah, I
There's
like...
a soccer team have no bloodsucker policy.
Strict no
Yeah,
bloodsucker
in general,
policy.
I like sassy Ethan's clips, but
Very
I
good
don't remember any specific line.
But like that general moment
yeah, I
in
just
time when he was a werewolf.
that and then I'm bringing it up again. The argument from 3 Geeks and a Demon.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a good quote where
Yeah.
he's like, maybe the cufflinks you made are defective. And he's like, oh, everything I make is defective.
It's like the one about pulling the defensive card.
Yeah, he's like, stop being so defensive. He's like, oh, defensive.
Defensive.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to the Vampy Wampy Campy Podcast. We're entering a new era of the podcast.
We're
We're gonna learn Dutch.
Yes.
We're gonna learn Dutch so we can watch season 2. We're entering a new era.
We're going to enter our cocoons and come out as new Mabav
We will never be this version of Mabav
ever again.
Podcast ever again.
Yeah.
Just think about that. Just think about how we're entering a new era. We're becoming new, grown people.
Me thinking about my chem.
Yeah. We're entering our best selves era.
Yes, we're entering our Foundations of Decay era.
So, thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Make sure to put out your fire and put out down your tent.
Yeah.
Or a Smokey
blow
the
out
Bear.
your tent. Put out the fire.
Put out the fire, blow out your tent.
Or
And
Smokey the Bear is going to come bite your arm and turn you into a vampire.
Sarah will have to...
Suck your blood.
Smokey the Bear's gonna get your ankle.
He's gonna yank your ankle and make you drop your pizza.
Yeah.
With an expressionless face. Just
We'll see you next time.
next time.
Late!
Late!
Yay!